Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Look at Roller Coaster Rampage. This is a brand spanking new roller coaster racing slash puzzle game, I guess you could say. It kind of exists in like a nebulous genre. It's very different from any game I think I've played before in my entire life. Basically what we're gonna do here is it's not like a roller coaster tycoon type game where we're like the park manager and we're designing roller coasters and things like that. And it's not like a sim coaster where we're doing the similar thing and then riding the roller coasters. We're kind of like designing roller coasters in real time by steering them as if they were like a plane or something. And, you know, trying to complete stunts to gain a lot of points and basically just get to the end of the level and accomplish all of these objectives. There's no better way for me to kind of describe what's going on except for me to show you here, if that made any sense at all. So, I've had a pretty interesting time with Roller Coaster Rampage so far, and by interesting, I mean, pretty bad. I had trouble, let's just go to the level select here. I had trouble just getting the game to start, and then once I got to the main menu, like, I wasn't able to select anything. Eventually, I figured out that, like, you've got to use your Xbox 360 controller. It was like a weird, like, I had my Xbox 360 controller plugged in, so I was trying to use my mouse to navigate, and it wouldn't let me. So eventually, I figured out I had to use my Xbox 360 controller, which is brand new to me, that when you have a 360 controller plugged in, you can't even use the keyboard and mouse for menu navigation. Suffice it to say, first time I've ever seen that in a game so far. But anyway, I figured it out. There's like 30 levels here in the campaign mode, and I am pretty early on, only on like level 5. But as you can see, I don't think there's a lot of people playing this game right now, despite it coming out today, because if you look at the global leaderboards, look for Dr. Steve. There I am, 4th in the world. How about this one, 3rd in the world? And I'm guessing that this has probably not sold all that well so far. But anyway, let's get started on like the 2nd level here so I can show you what's going on. We are essentially in control of this roller coaster car here. And as we get started, you'll see that our quest is basically to pick up as many of these gems as possible. So by using the analog stick, thank God we got a chance here to talk for a second. So by using the analog stick, I can steer and I can also move us up and down. But sometimes you'll collect gems and the gems will tell you to perform a stunt. And if you perform the stunt, then you get extra points, I suppose, which eventually coalesce to make a gold medal, a silver medal, or a bronze medal. So we can do a barrel roll here just by using the right trigger, very easy. Then by using the X button, we can connect our kind of spontaneous carts that are generating in front of us, or spontaneous track, I should say, with the existing track on the level, which allows us to kind of formulate a line throughout the theme park that is set up here. Like I said, this game is pretty goddamn weird. I have not really had a good time with it so far. The controls, super funky. Graphically, I think it's okay. I think the game looks solid enough. But from a gameplay perspective, what do we want here? Perform another stunt now. Create loop. Alright, so we'll do a loop-the-loop. There you go. You happy with that? Connect up here. But like the gameplay is so bizarre compared to any other kind of game. I'm not saying like innovation is necessarily bad, but is this really innovation so much as just, I don't know. I'm not having a lot of fun with this game so far, if you couldn't tell. And I also think it's super unpolished. But one cool feature, I mean, if I was 12, I would probably think this would be really cool, is the ability to ride your coaster after you've done it. So revel in the incredible sense of speed generated by the coaster that I've made myself. I'm going to look away from the screen a little bit so I don't give myself motion sickness. As lame as that sounds, I guess I truly am a huge dork. But what I find funny is, like, these don't feel like normal roller coasters at all, because there's so many, like, minute shifts in direction. Because, like, when you're controlling these things with the analog stick, you know, it's not always that fluid. Like, you move it a little bit, but then you want to, like, jimmy it into position. So yeah, you get all these weird things where I'm like, if anyone was on this roller coaster, they would end up with like a mild concussion by the time they got off. Not to mention they would probably just die, because a lot of my roller coasters seem to end in death. There's a lot of ways for your roller coaster to break here. But, you know, because I've done this level before, I kept things pretty slow so I could finish it off. So, you know, I guess there's that. Let's move on to a slightly later level. And you can see some of the other stuff that's going on. I'm still very much in like the tutorial section of this game. Let's check out like level 4. I'm not sure what this one introduces. Pay attention to your speed. Remember, you need energy to accelerate and brake. So as you pick up these gems, your power meter at the bottom will fill up. And as that fills up, you can use either A or B on the Xbox 360 controller. Oh, I want to get up to 60. There we go. You're going to use either A or B on your controller to speed up or slow down. Slowing down also costs you energy, so you have to be wary about that. So, don't try not to crash into the cherry blossoms. Oh, now I'm lost. Okay, here we go. I get lost a lot on in this game for whatever reason. Yeah, so now we gotta hit a target speed of 70. It seems very unsafe to me that we're like smashing through all these things in the park and kind of like weaseling our way through here. But that is basically what my time with the game so far, so let's get ourselves a little bit of momentum here. Now, man, we are going super slow. One thing I really don't like about this game is that when you hit down, it makes your track go down as opposed to going up. So it's like the controls aren't inverted natively. Oh god, where do I want to go here? Oh shit. Okay, where's the roller coaster? I think... Oh, here it is. Okay, so we want to hit 65. Easy. So we can control our speed. Oh man, can we make this jump? Also, this seems pretty unsafe. Okay, we're gonna be able to make it. So yeah, so when you hit down, it moves your track down, and when you hit up, it moves it up, which is fine. I know some people prefer inverted controls, some people prefer non-inverted controls. For me, I really prefer that you give an option in the controls menu to invert or not invert, which this game does not seem to have, as we, you know, let's go to the main menu very quickly. Oh no, did I accidentally freeze the game? Yep, I seem to have frozen the game, so I guess I will talk to you guys in a second when I fix it again. This game has very frequent crashes, so, you know, forgive my seeming incredulity here. Well, here we are again at the Roller Coaster Rampage title screen. So what I was trying to show you is that there is no, like, controls menu to actually re-invert your controls, which is fucking retarded. In fact, there's not a whole lot of robustness in this game altogether. We have campaign, which is what you saw, and I guess campaign is fairly loose. We also have free ride, fly through the park with unlimited energy. Let's check that out. You can check out the credits if you wanted to, see who developed Roller Coaster Rampage. But we'll just try free ride here, because this is actually something I have not spent any time with in the game so far, and it seems like maybe this would be more exciting. Like, you can basically just create the craziest roller coasters that you could possibly want to. Yeah, cool. I'm familiar with most of the controls in this game. Worth noting also, apparently there's only one music track in the game. At least one music track for the action segments here. Which kind of just shrieks of, like, lazy writing. Or not lazy writing, I guess, just laziness in general. So let's basically get this roller coaster going as fast as we can. Get it going all around the park. Okay, so 150 miles per hour, I guess, is the fastest that we can go. Now, if I wanted to murder everybody on my roller coaster, what would I do? Well, I guess the first thing, I would try to get, like, make some incredible G's. Or I would just crash it directly into the water. Okay, let's retry level here. Okay, so let's speed up as much as we can. Bam. Alright, that's not good for business either. I think I probably would have popped all those eggs at the egg pop, though. In fact, let's slow down. Let's treat this as like a monorail. Let's take a little tour through this Roller Coaster Rampage level here. I can't really see what... Oh, that looks like a crash. What do we got here? I want to see what these are. Monster fish? Egg pop? I can't really read those. Maybe you guys will slow down a little bit more. Well, we don't have to go 20 miles an hour. Steakhouse. Arcade. Luckily, there's nobody in this park because everybody else realizes that it's garbage, so I can just put my track right here. Yeah, smash through some boulders. That's pretty safe. Now let's really get this show on the road. Let's start trucking along here. Oh god, I'm in the speed wobble. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to ride the coaster. I want to see... I don't know if I can actually make myself look. I can't, so I can't really look to the side and see what kind of attractions we've got. No, I cannot at all, actually. So let's build new coaster. Yeah, why not? Delete coaster? Yeah, that's not an issue. You know, it's a shame because I know roller coasters are one of those things that people get really excited about. You know, lots of people out there, roller coaster aficionados, or consider themselves to be roller coaster aficionados anyway. Yeah, why not? Just crazy loops. Oh, come on. Alright, let's try riding this one then. But yeah, this game basically seems to be garbage. It's incredibly unpolished. I mean, you can just, like, we'll go back and look at the leaderboards when I stop by and back in the campaign menu. And you can see how, like, unpolished they look. Oh my god, it's full of stars. I don't want to retry level, actually. I want to go back to the main menu, but I don't want the game to freeze on the way. Yeah, really unpolished. Crashes all the goddamn time, which is pretty much unforgivable considering this is a retail release. Although I know it's happened with other retail releases in the past. Yeah, definitely I would not recommend this. Just go back and play Roller Coaster Tycoon instead. But I'm going to stick it out. You know, we'll try some of these new levels. What do we got on this one? It's probably going to be a little bit more tutorialization, I'm guessing. Let's get started. So, and also, like, it controls... As you might expect, like a roller coaster doesn't control all that well, so I find myself going on these like weird paths, and like again, the fact that there's no option in the... Jesus Christ, I think I just ruined the food court. Seems really unsafe to be having a roller coaster go through your food court. Anyone could be decapitated. I don't know, the sensitivity just seems super weird. Oh, come on, what did I... Too many G-forces there or something? Okay, so slow ourselves down. Again, this seems like a pretty unsafe way to make your roller coaster. Yeah, everyone died on that one, of course. And like I said, I mean, graphically, I think the game looks alright. I mean, although it's kind of weird that there's no people in this park. Although, you know, given the relative safety record of it, I think it's probably for the best. But from an audio perspective, I'm so fucking sick of this song, and I've only played like 45 minutes of this game altogether. But Northern Lion, if you've only played 45 minutes of a game, how could you possibly judge it? Maybe Roller Coaster Rampage will blossom into the finest narrative of the year. I doubt it. In fact, like, it's enough to not recommend this game just on the fact that, like, from a technical standpoint, it's broken, but, you know, from a gameplay perspective, it's just not all that fun. Oftentimes it's frustrating. I would not be surprised if at some point... Am I still going here? Yes, okay. If at some point in the game's in the game's marketing or PR materials, this was like described as a high-octane thrill ride or something. Ride the most thrilling theme park attractions. Create your own. When in practice it ends up just being like an exercise in trial and error. And if you really want to exercise your creativity in a roller coaster type fashion, what do we want to do here? I don't know where to go. Anyway, if you really want to exercise your creativity in a roller coaster environment, you should probably just play like Roller Coaster Tycoon or something, which is a game that is, you know, 20 to 30,000 times better than this. Okay, so I think this is where I'm supposed to be. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know if I'm doing good or doing terrible. Okay, in my defense, those things normally explode, so I'm going to try this level again. But yeah, there's just not nearly enough here to recommend this as a whole package, especially at $10. It's buggy, it crashes constantly, it's not all that fun, it doesn't seem like a whole heck of a lot of care was put into it at basically any juncture, and you know, in the end, it's just not good, and I don't feel like I have to provide much more in the way of excuses than that when it comes to, you know, reasons you should not purchase a video game. But anyway, we'll do like a couple more. I would like to at least finish this level, see where I rank on the leaderboards, because so far, you know, I've surprised myself by, a lot of people are watching this and being like, man, Northern Lion, you just hate this game because you suck at it. Oh, is that so? Well, you saw me, I was third in the world on some of these tracks, and I did not have, like, oh god, down, and I did not have, like, early access to this game at all. So, it's not like I've been practicing until the game released and was like, hey, scrubs, I totally own your asses at Roller Coaster Rampage. I just picked it up, and 30 minutes in, I was able to get on the, like, top 3 spots on the leaderboard. I'm not saying I'm good. I'm saying the game, like, I'm 4th on that level. Or was I? No, I don't think I earned anything on that. No, maybe I did. I don't know. Is this the same one? I can't tell. We'll see, I guess. Suffice it to say that this game doesn't seem to have a whole lot of depth to it. Maybe I'm missing some hidden depth. Create a loop? Oh, that's not... Remember, it feels like when you're in like a flight simulator or like a 3D space. Down... Oh, I did it again. Let's restart this level. When you're moving into 3D space, down should be up. Like, down should be make a loop in the other direction, if that makes any sense. Also, worth noting, I'm playing this on the Xbox 360 controller, as I mentioned, because I can't possibly imagine using WASD and the arrow keys to play a game like this, but, oh god, am I going fast enough? I don't think I'm going fast enough. What was my speed target there? Certainly higher than that. Well, let's ride this bad boy. This is like the one redeeming factor of the game, is that, you know, when you have a terrible roller coaster built, you can at least, you know, ride it in the end, which I suppose is fun for some people. Oh, I gotta get way, way faster than that. But I'm just looking forward to seeing the descent here. Not quite. Oh god! Tell my wife I said hello. Wow, the grass is swimming today. Alright, retry level. Let's do this. Create a loop. Alright. Down is not up. It might seem like I'm being unreasonable with that, but you know, as someone who's played a few flight sims, I'm not going to say I'm an enthusiast or anything. It strikes me as very unintuitive. What's our... 106 miles per hour? Is that what we want? I don't know. I just got an achievement for something. Lord knows I deserved it. Oh, okay, we made it work here. Do I want to go around in the circle? I thought I kind of wanted to go for that big gem. Okay, let's speed ourselves up here. Oh, we got some crazy G's going there. Yeah, this is Roller Coaster Rampage. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. Oh, Jesus, I think I overshot that one a little bit. I'm gonna go back. No, I don't want to. I don't want to retry the level. I want to exit to the main menu. Yeah, this is $10 on Steam. Definitely do not buy it unless you are friends and family of the developers. This game is pretty bad and offensively bad with respect to technical issues like bugs and crashes, and the fact that it wouldn't even work with my PC controls when I have my Xbox 360 controller in. That might sound like a really minor gripe, but you know, as someone who's played like 75 Steam releases this year, this is the first time that's ever come up for me. And yeah, I can't even imagine how this controls with WASD and the arrow keys. So if you don't have an Xbox 360 controller, that's yet another reason not to play Roller Coaster Rampage in case you need it anymore. But in any case, please avoid this at all costs. I'll see you next time.